sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Lawrence on first down. Connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second and 10.
X3, 218, chop.
Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. He'll get this off to ETN. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll bring up a second down.
I'm not sure that this play was designed for him specifically, but they got through the progressions and got the ball to him. So second catch on the drive. He may not be a primary guy, but they definitely want him involved, don't they?
Absolutely. This early, the opening drive, as you said, 2 catches. So if they can get him going in the passing game, that should open up his running game too. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. Now Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he folded like a lawn chair. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Throwing, Mayfield. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A carry here for Hunt. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Five yards remain on second down. They'll run with Hunt. Strong run, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Hunt. And he is close to a first down as he's tackled at the Jaguars' 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Hunt. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the Jaguars' 35-yard line.
This is Hunt, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play. Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Mayfield to throw it. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And his kick here is good. And the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. A lot of energy in this building tonight, but the opening drive produces 3, maybe quiets them just a bit, at least momentarily.
Just a little, right? That's all you're asking for, right? Things just getting started. You know they haven't taken the momentum totally here, but at the same time, they like what they've done here in the early going.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And incomplete on the deep ball.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And it's complete to Martin. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, lock it.
On play action, Lawrence. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy, and he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Second and 6 at the 45-yard line.
Second and 6. Here's Mayfield. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So they'll wind up losing 5 yards on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Mayfield now from the 50. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
Stretched it right there. Turned it into a really nice game. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kareem Hunt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From way up at the 23. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game? Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time, they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Lawrence, now this is ETN on the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
On 3rd down, Lawrence throwing right, and that's complete. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Going for it, here's ETN. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first.
Move those chains. That's good for a Jacksonville 1st and 10.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half, 10-0 our score. Reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Now Etienne. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or two short here with third down coming up. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And the defense, they'll spread the field, a dime package here on 3rd and 12.
Here we go.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence. Nowhere to go here, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. So the turnover forced, and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
7 yards to pick up there. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line. Now Mayfield. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From way up at the 23. Yeah, they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
45.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. And he's able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. From the shotgun, Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield. Touchdown, Jaguars! I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence right there.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. 14 seconds, all that's left to this first half as they come up on 1st down. They're going to get about 3 here out of this 1st down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. And now a timeout defensively after that 1st down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start the 3rd quarter on the ground with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now here's a throw that's complete. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. To throw, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tyson Campbell. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 45.
Lawrence will throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Carroll. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that one will be accepted. Now Lawrence to throw on second down. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Mayfield down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did doing pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as it kicks away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The interception on the last drive proved costly, led to the tying scores. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Miles Jack working free that time to take him down. Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop it.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
Mayfield throw into the hands of Pitts here. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
Well, they were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Josh Allen make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, they get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Mayfield again with the interception, his 3rd. Picked off near the 44. Boy, Charles, that is now 3 interceptions in 3 consecutive drives, and you can see he's just got a look of disgust and bad body language, understandably, as he walks off the field.
And I think it comes from the fact that he's not sure what he sees down the field, Brandon. I don't know if he's seeing ghosts. I don't know if he just can't read defenses. I'm not sure what it is, but that's why he's frustrated. Think about the defense right now. Every time they touchdown, Jaguars.
Travis Etienne, 40 yards. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh and sometimes insult the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Falcons 17.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw again on second down. Mayfield. And this one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Mayfield. That one is caught by Hunt. And he's got room. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Play fake. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mayfield off the play fake. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Hammond.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield on play action. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT title, they didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they've seen their lead nearly extinguished after that last score. But bottom line, they are still on top with the football. And a touchdown on this drive would really put them in position A. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They go play action with Lawrence. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Carroll. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big play there on the catch and run. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Play action. It's Lawrence. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. On 3rd down, here's Etienne. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. 44 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And he'll take it all the way out near the 30-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because...
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
And they'll run with Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. 3 yards remain for 2nd down. Mayfield looks to throw. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Well, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
From the 31, Lawrence throwing the out route incomplete. It's Martin. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And this is caught by Martin. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Lawrence. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. And it's caught. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10. And a pretty poor return as he will dive to the ground to give himself up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
And what is this? They're lining up here to punt on 1st down. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Jaguars, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they're going the wrong way as this will drop